One of the saddest things I've seen is people reaching retirement age and discovering they can't afford to retire. They've worked 40, maybe 50 years, and still they're broke. I don't want that for you, and I almost let it happen to me until I learned these 7 money rules. These are not complicated. They're not magic tricks. They're principles. And when you follow principles consistently, they reward you. Follow them, and you'll have the dignity, the options, and the security that money brings. Ignore them, and you'll work until the day you can't. Rule 1. Spend less than you earn. Seems obvious, right? But let me tell you, most people don't do it. They spend more than they earn, and they make up the difference with credit cards. That's like digging a hole while trying to climb out of it. I learned early that if I was making $1,000 a month, I had to find a way to live on $900 or less. That difference, that margin, is your seed money. You can't invest what you don't save. And you can't save if you're living beyond your means. My mentor used to say, if you can't manage $1,000, you won't manage $10,000. It's not the amount, it's the habit. When you consistently live with a gap between what you earn and what you spend, something magical happens. You create breathing room. That breathing room is what allows you to invest without fear, to take opportunities without wondering if you'll make rent, and to sleep at night without worrying about bills. Think about it. Even a small margin today becomes a large margin tomorrow. You don't have to slash your lifestyle in half, just tighten it a little. And over time, that small discipline turns into real wealth. Rule 2. Pay yourself first. Here's the rule that changed my financial life. Before you pay the rent, before you buy the groceries, pay yourself. Most people pay everyone else first and themselves last, and then they wonder why nothing's left. I started setting aside 10% of every dollar I earned. It didn't matter if it was a little or a lot. That money went into investments, into savings, into things that would grow. Over time, that little stream became a river, and that river gave me options. If you wait until the end of the month to see what's left, you'll never have anything left. But when you take your portion right off the top, you force yourself to live on the rest. That simple switch changes everything. Rule 3. Avoid debt like the plague. Now, I'm not talking about smart debt like buying an asset that produces income. I'm talking about the bad kind. Debt for things that lose value the second you buy them. Credit card debt, car loans for fancy toys, spending money you haven't earned yet. That's financial poison. Every time you borrow for a liability, you're promising tomorrow's work for yesterday's pleasure. And remember, interest works both ways. When you're in debt, it works against you. When you invest, it works for you. Decide which side you want to be on. You have to decide. Will you be the one earning interest or the one paying it? When you use debt to buy something that doesn't earn you more money, you're volunteering to work longer hours for less freedom. Rule 4. Invest early and consistently. One of the greatest mistakes people make is waiting too long to invest. They tell themselves, when I make more money, then I'll start. But the secret isn't how much you invest, it's how long you invest. If you start in your 20s with small amounts, the magic of compound interest works in your favor. If you wait until your 50s, you have to run just to catch up. I don't care if it's $50 a month or $500. Start now. Your future self will thank you for every dollar you put to work today. Consistency is the key. Don't try to time the market. Don't wait for the perfect moment. The perfect moment was yesterday. The second best moment is today. The market will go up, it will go down, but the person who stays in and keeps contributing almost always wins over the person who jumps in and out. Rule 5. Keep learning about money. Formal education can make you a living, but self-education can make you a fortune. The more you learn about how money works, the more opportunities you'll see and the fewer mistakes you'll make. I made it a habit to read books on finance, listen to mentors, attend seminars. You don't need to become a Wall Street expert, but you do need to understand the basics. How to budget, how to invest, how to protect your wealth. The real value of learning about money is that it changes your perspective. You start to see opportunities where before you saw none. You begin to understand how taxes work, how to protect your wealth, how to spot a bad deal before you fall for it. That knowledge compounds just like money does, and it becomes one of your greatest assets. Rule 6. Multiple streams of income. If you have only one source of income, you're one step away from a financial disaster. Lose your job, and your whole lifestyle collapses. Build more than one income stream. Maybe it's a side business. Maybe it's rental property. Maybe it's investments paying dividends. Even a small second income can be a safety net, and over time, it can grow into something big. My mentor told me, never stand on one leg when you can stand on two or three. And he was right. Think of your income streams like legs on a table. One leg, the table is shaky. Two or three, it's solid. Four or more, now you've got stability, even if one leg breaks. When your bills are covered by more than one source, you no longer live in fear of losing your job or facing an emergency. You move from survival mode into choice mode. Rule 7. Give some away. This might surprise you, but one of the best things you can do with money is give some of it away. Support causes you believe in. Help people who are struggling. Why? Because generosity keeps you from becoming greedy. It reminds you that money is a tool, not the master. And funny enough, generous people often find that more money flows back to them. Call it karma, call it blessings. I've seen it work too many times to doubt it. And here's something interesting. Giving doesn't always mean money. It can be your time, your skills, your encouragement. The law of sowing and reaping isn't limited to dollars, but dollars are a great place to start. When you make giving a habit, you take control of your money instead of letting it control you. And in my experience, life has a way of rewarding that. So those are the 7 money rules that saved me from being broke at 65. They're not flashy, they're not complicated, but they work if you work them. Now, here's the truth. My friend, money will come and go. You'll make it, you'll spend it, and sometimes you might even lose it. But the rules you live by will determine whether you end up broke and bitter or comfortable and free. Don't wish it were easier, wish you were better. These money rules aren't about luck or some magic windfall. They're about becoming the kind of person who knows how to keep, grow, and multiply what comes into their hands. The habits you form today, how you save, how you invest, how you think about wealth will determine where you stand tomorrow. You can't wait until you're 65 to start worrying about being broke. By then, it's too late to rewrite the story. The wake-up call has to happen now. Think about this. The people who retire comfortably didn't just stumble into it. They followed rules, sometimes for decades, even when it wasn't convenient. They chose discipline over impulse, patience over greed, and vision over short-term pleasure. And here's the beauty, it's never too late to start. But the earlier you begin, the easier the journey becomes. Even small, consistent steps toward financial discipline compound into something incredible over time. So, as you leave this video, ask yourself, which of these 7 money rules am I already living by? Which ones have I been ignoring? And most importantly, what small action can I take today to align myself with the future I truly want? Spend less than you earn. Pay yourself first. Avoid bad debt. Invest early. Keep learning. Build multiple streams. And be generous. If you start today, you'll be amazed at where you can be in 10, 20, 30 years. The choice is yours. The time is now. Take care of your money, and your money will take care of you.